Good morning and welcome to this week's vlog. This week is going to be a little bit of a different vlog. I have essentially taken last week off and thought that for this week I would share our holiday highlights from Palmiye Club Med in Turkey. Now my uncle very kindly takes the whole family every other year. There's 26 of us this year on a wonderful holiday, and it's an amazing chance to spend quality time together as a family. I've taken the last couple of days just to totally relax and unwind and chill out. I haven't even got my camera out, but we had a very exciting morning wake surfing, and that was just awesome. So I will share some of those snippets with you. Archie was filming. It was just me, Archie and my cousin Nikolai. So much fun. And now I'm off to learn to play paddle tennis with my husband. Simon's been up. We got up early and went out on the boat. He got up early and went to play tennis, and now we're both going to learn paddle together. Although I did have a little intro to paddle yesterday, slightly unexpectedly, which is quite a funny story. I'll share it with you later. But we are having a really lovely holiday, and hopefully you enjoy the little bits that I share with you all. So after an action-packed morning yesterday, I went, after paddle, we had lunch, and then I went to bed. And I basically stayed in bed at about 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. I just, went for like an hour's lie down after lunch, which is actually something I've done every day since we've been here. After lunch, I've just taken to my bed for a little siesta. But yesterday ended up being quite a long siesta, but I'm actually really listening to my body and unwinding and relaxing. And then we just had a lovely evening, a couple of mojitos and a relatively early night. And actually I was going to get up early to water ski this morning and I didn't bother. So I'm really kind of making the most of it. I've just annoyingly missed Gus water ski. Coco's about to water ski, but I've left Simon in charge, and I am heading to have a massage. I had a massage here 2 years ago and it was absolutely dreamy, and Simon was like, darling, you definitely need to book yourself in for a massage. So that is what I'm off to do this morning. I am wearing this wonderful, I think it's called a fedora, from Hicks & Brown, and then this dress, let's have a moment for the dress, is from a Spiga, and it's perfect light cotton, which is what's needed in this heat because it is pretty hot, and a little humid, but just gorgeous. It's quite it's a bit too hot to lie out in the sun for too long, and I like to keep covered. So I've got my Factor 50, my Mecca Cosmetica on my face the whole time. I'm carrying some of it in my little pouch here to keep topped up, and then this lovely light cover is perfect. And I like to sort of sunbathe if I'm going to lie out in the sun first thing in the morning, and then at the end of the day. So yesterday I had like an hour from sort of 5 till 6 after I woke up from my snooze, listening to my audiobooks. I'm still listening to Polo. It's really long. I think I'm on chapter 48 now, but I have bought 2 books with me. I'm not sure I'm even going to bother to pick them up. I think I'm just going to listen and just really relax and just take this opportunity being here, because when we get home it's 5 days getting ready for back to school and then the drive up to Scotland. So I know that I need to hit the ground running, and what's been quite good this summer is I've had really crazy busy times and then a bit of time to rest and recharge, ready to go again. And I just am really cautious about burning out and overdoing it. And I've learned over the years there is no prizes for trying to do everything, to people please, to push yourself, because you're the one that suffers. And as a mother, you need to be in the best possible shape. So I'm off to have a massage, and I will chat to you later. not sure you're going to be able to hear me at all, but having had a lovely relaxing massage lunch, and now Gus is down there learning to dive. That's what's so amazing about coming somewhere like this, is there's so many things that they can learn and they can try out. Gus has never dived before, but he said I'd love to try, and rather than putting them in the swimming pool to learn, they actually bring them out onto the pier here. So I'll just spin you around. There's a pier, and he's just learning in this fenced off area here with the instructor, and that's the best way to learn apparently. We've got a couple of experienced divers in the group with us, and they were like, yep, that's definitely the way forward. And then Arch and one of his cousins is going to have a go a bit later on today. And then over here they have got all the water sports, so there's sailing, there's kayaking, there is canoeing, there's windsurfing, there's water skiing, there's wakeboarding, there's all the stuff over here behind me, which is amazing. You can help yourself. And then when we went wake surfing yesterday morning, that's an extra with David, who has his little station here, so he offers paragliding, jet skiing, pulling you behind like in a bouncy sofa thing, not sure what the technical word is, and then the wake surfing. And we've actually booked to go wake surfing again tomorrow morning because it's Archie's passion and he absolutely loves it, and I have to say I really loved it too. I got such a buzz out of doing it. It was really fun. So we're going out again tomorrow morning with David. What did you think? So I'm back on the pier, and today Coco and her cousin Amy have learnt to dive. The boys went yesterday and really enjoyed it. We just thought it was such a great opportunity for the girls to do it, so they've just gone down there, and then cousin Chris is following behind over there. And yeah, it's a little bit overcast today, which I have to say is quite nice not to be so stinky hot. I actually fell asleep listening to Polo on the Sun Lounger for probably like an hour and a half, which is just such a treat. We were up early this morning, well, early-ish, not crazy early. We went out on the boat wake surfing again. I absolutely love it. I think what's so lovely about doing something like that and doing something about, you know, surfing and things like that, and I didn't get into surfing until I was like late 30s, early 40s, I'm 44 now. I think maybe like 38, something like that is when I took up surfing. And when you're doing something like that and you've got to kind of concentrate, your mind is just taken elsewhere, and you can't worry about the stuff. You can't worry about, you know, I don't know what's happening at home. I should be unpacking, I should be sorting, I should be doing this. You're just in the moment, and that is really special. So it was so lovely to do that this morning. I went out with all my boys on the boat and just loved it, really loved it. I'm not great, but I can get up and I can do it for a little bit, and that is brilliant. And then just had a really kind of chilled day here, and now surfing. There's a bit of blue sky over there. I'll just turn you around so you can see it's quite cloudy over the resort, but just having a really lovely time resting and recharging. I was quite apprehensive about coming away straight after moving. I have to say it's such a treat and so lovely of my uncle to include us and invite us. It's a really kind of special family time and really lovely because both my parents have died, both of Simon's parents have died, and so it's really lovely for my children to be included and enjoy this sort of special family time together. So a real treat to be here, and I think because I'm just doing this vlog for you guys, I'm not like I'm doing the minimum and actually really having a chance to rest, which I needed, and I think the emotions that have gone on this year, and yeah, it's been a lot, and so it's super special to be here and enjoy quality family time and recharging. I thought I would chat through with you my holiday makeup and what I'm wearing, what I'm using when I get ready this evening. I've used this moisturiser. This is the Rock Multi-Corrective Cream Gel Vitamin C Revive and Glow. Love this moisturiser. So I have popped that on my face. I've had a shower, a day in, I want to say sun, but actually it's been a little overcast, which hasn't been a bad thing, but it is terribly humid tonight. Dr. Jart BB, this is SPF 50, but I use it as my base. I just squirt some on my hand and I actually use my fingers and I just pop this all over, and that is my base. So that is my base done. I've just popped a little bit of this watermelon balm on, and then I'm going to pop a little bit of my Jane Iredale pressed mineral powder over the top, and this gives a little bit of coverage. The lighting in this bathroom is terrible, particularly into the camera, but I just pop some of that on, and because it is so humid, it can look very glowy, and this just takes it down a little bit. Now I have gone in for the simplest of makeups on this holiday. Some Bobbi Brown. This is Antigua Shimmer Blush, and it's quite like the angle of this, and I've just been popping some across my cheeks like so, a little bit up there, tiny bit on my nose. They say you should do your blush in like 3, like that. So there we are, that is done. Jones Road. This is the Miracle Balm in Dusky Rose, and it's really pretty. So I'm just using it like a little bit of a highlighter. Cheekbones, again, tiny bit on my nose, tiny bit up there. The hair is doing crazy things. I also put it on my lips because it is lovely. I think I might use a little bit of, that's Victory. We're going to use that on the eyes. Emily on the lips as well. This is Trini London, and this is a lip to cheek, so you can use this on your cheeks as well as your lips. And then, like my finger on a tissue, I'm going in with some Victory on my eyes. Actually, first I need to curl my eyelashes. Now, Club Med have themed evenings pretty much every night. Tonight is blue and white. I was going to wear a blue and white dress I bought in Salisbury on my birthday, but actually this one is from French Market. Hang on. Better mirror there. This one is from a Corsican market, and it's just long and floaty, and the back's like that. And so I have gone for this number instead of the other one. I just thought it was a little bit more holiday. And then this is Trini London Victory. This is Eye to Eye, and it's just a really great eyeshadow. I've actually worn this every night of our holiday. I'm not big into eyeshadow, and I haven't even bothered with eyeliner. Eyeliner does make me look a little bit more awake, quite frankly, I just can't be bothered. I'm literally just curling my eyelashes and then sweet mascara, and I'm going to use this mirror here to put my mascara on, and maybe I can do it while I'm still talking to you just about, without, it makes me feel actually really queasy if I do it into the camera, so I'm sorry about that, but hopefully, and I've made a mess. But if you wipe the mess off quickly, it doesn't dry, and yeah, so, and I will do a tiny bit on the bottom as well, like that. I think I do look better with an eyeliner, but I literally can't really be bothered. And it's so hot and so sweaty. Have I been doing anything else? No, that's it. I don't really know what I'm doing with my hair because, again, so hot, so sweaty. The theme last night was white. I didn't chat to you because it ended up being really rushed. And I wore a dress, which I will insert a picture of here, which I bought in like a second-hand shop. How long have I had that dress? 6 years ago, maybe longer. It just comes out occasionally on holiday. I haven't brought it out for like, I didn't bring it 2 years ago, so 4 years ago I wore it. And that's what I love about storing clothes and keeping clothes, is you can just bring them out and rotate them. And that works very well. Anyway, this hair isn't loving the heat. I might put some spray in it. So this is a Living Proof Dry Volume and Texture Spray. So we might give it a little bit of a squirt. And this just gives it a bit of va-va-voom, as you can see. Like a crazy hair woman now. But we can just tame it into place, and then I'll probably end up popping my clip in when it gets too hot and muggy outside, but there we are. That is my look for this evening, for the blue and white themed evening, and now it is time to go and join the family for pre-dinner drinks, and then head to the restaurant. The food here is so good. I've actually been having a selection of 3, if not 4 puddings for lunch and supper every evening because I just can't resist. But I've been eating pretty healthy and pretty well, and then the selection is just too much. And then flat lay makeup bag. I absolutely love this. It is brilliant. It just velcros in like this. I have worked with them in the past. I'm not working with them at the moment, but this makeup bag, and I have their brush pouch as well. Here, comes everywhere with me. You can then literally carry it like that, and then it opens up like so, like that. Or you can unvelcro it, and it opens up like that. And it's just brilliant. So handy. Anyway, enough waffling. I'll see you tomorrow. So I'm back up at paddle tennis courts. However, I'm not playing. My knee doesn't really like it. Paddle is a little bit like squash and tennis, and actually when I broke my knee, the consultant said to me, no singles tennis and no running. I did do the running. I do play doubles tennis from time to time, but I found paddles very stop-starty, and for my knee, it's not great. I shattered my tibial plateau, 9 years ago, and I have a raggedy meniscus, potholes in my cartilage, and it's a little bit unstable. So I have to do low impact stuff, and paddle isn't great. Possibly if I had my knee support, and I have a neoprene knee support which I wear for skiing, I'd probably feel a little bit more confident, but I'm not risking it while I'm here. And actually the wake surfing is enough on my knee, and I enjoy that more than I enjoy this. But my lovely aunt is playing with her two granddaughters, step-granddaughters, and Coco, which is so lovely. So they're all playing here, and I'm sat here watching. I forgot to tell you my funny paddle story from, I think it was the first or second morning we were here, and I was thrown in at the deep end slightly unexpectedly, and was literally like, there's a lesson just starting, in you go, here's a racket, go and learn. So I'm standing next to this lovely English gentleman and holding this racket that I had been given, and I slightly gate crashed the lesson. The instructor wasn't really expecting. I walked in and it had already started, but it was fine. It turned out that actually the racket I had was somebody else's. It wasn't like a hotel racket, it was somebody's personal racket, and I basically was there having gate crash lesson with a stolen racket, and I got caught. And then it turned out that the gentleman that I was standing next to, his wife and daughters, followed me. So when I met them that evening, he said, "Oh, you're the girl from Padel with a stolen racket that gate crashed the lesson." Yes, that was me. So sorry. It was quite funny. So anyway, I did play Padel with Si, and I played probably 15-20 minutes, and I was like, do you know what? My knee's not loving this. So I hung up my paddle tennis racket. I will play doubles with Si again. I've played a couple of times, which has been really lovely, but it's quite hot. I found a lovely shady seat under an umbrella, and I'm just sat here watching the girls, and thought I would share that story with you. We had a relatively early night last night. It was a white party the night before, and actually the whole family went to the nightclub. They've got a nightclub here, and the children can safely have an introduction to clubbing and partying, which is really, really great that they can do it in this kind of environment. And such a fun evening with everybody on the dance floor having a lot of fun. So last night was an early night, having had quite a big one the night before, and then lovely sat here watching a little bit of adult tennis. It's a really fun game. I don't know if you, well, I'm sure some of you know about it, but you play off the glass, like the back ball in squash, and off the sides as well. So it's, as I said earlier, a combination of squash and tennis, and really fun. And it's lovely watching them all learn and play together. Just had a really, really lovely last morning here. I can't actually believe it's the last morning. We have been out with David and wake surfing again, and he is such a good instructor. Arch really mastered it. He understood exactly what he needed to do. I've got a little bit better. It's such a great adrenaline rush, and it's Si's birthday this morning, so just really lovely to be out with all the family early in the morning, with the sea flat calm, watching a few graceful boats pass us and learning a new skill. it's always so fun to come away and learn something new and master a new technique. There's a few people thinking that I'm an absolute weirdo talking to my camera, but David is the coolest dude. So if you ever come to Club Med here in Palmiye, he's your man. I think his business is called Obsession Water Sports, and he's just such a nice, kind, fun man. Him and Simon have a wonderful rapport with each other. It's really lovely. So I'm just heading into breakfast, but there's this avenue of fruit trees. So there's oranges here that haven't quite turned, but some of them up there have. It's so lovely just walking through. The gardens here are really, really pretty and really lovely. The food's amazing. I've only eaten in the main restaurant. There is like other dining experiences, but I've just stuck to the main restaurant. There's so much on offer, and the food is really, really, really delicious. And lots and lots of choice and everything. Every time every evening there's like a different theme. So, you know, it might be like a typical traditional Turkish meal, or they might have like meats or seafood and things like that. And yeah, a wonderful selection for everybody to be happy. I've been on a hunt to find lost things. My husband and children seem to be wonderful at leaving things and losing things, so I've just been on a hunt to find Gus's t-shirt from water skiing yesterday, but it's not there. But I have managed to find size t-shirt and Coco's flip-flops, so that's 2 out of 3, so I think that's pretty good going. But it's just such a lovely resort. So behind this rock here and that little pontoon just there is like kids water skiing, wakeboarding, and then this is the adults one, and they're so friendly. I've just been chatting to a lovely English couple who live in London. They're here with their 2 daughters, and then we've got the sign of the hotel here behind me, and then we've got people out there paddleboarding and sailing this morning. Gus was going to do the trapeze, so they've got this amazing like circus here at Club Med, and you can learn to do the trapeze. Actually, the queue was quite long, and he was like, "Do you know what, Mama? It's too hot. I want to go and swim instead." So he didn't bother waiting in the queue, but he's done it a couple of times this holiday. Annoyingly, I didn't catch it on camera. But so much fun. And then behind me here is the adults pool, so no children. I think it's over 18 only in that area, so it's quite nice. Simon and I went last time we were here, but actually I think I haven't been in this time. I think Si's been in a couple of times. The hotel manager Jonathan is there behind us, so he's around in charge, overseeing everything. And then up here we've got the water sports section. Tolga is in charge of the water sports. He's been here for many years. He's American, ex-military, and he is awesome. He's such a great guy. He taught me to sail last time we were here. Well, not to sail. I've sailed for years, but it taught me to be more confident about sailing, because Dad didn't instill much confidence sailing when I was a child. He did a lot of screaming, and sailing was something that utterly terrified me, and I think it brought back some childhood trauma, some deep-set childhood trauma, and I would often be quaking on board a boat. But I love boats, so I wanted to get confident and get over my fear. Tolga did that, which is amazing. He's such a cool dude. My hand's going to blow off. They've got a kids pool with slides behind me there, and then walking up here, lots of people looking at me saying, "What is she doing?" Talking to herself. But I'm showing you guys around. And over here they've got like volleyball courts, which is really fun. And then they've got, so you know, all the kids will get involved with volleyball, and then they'll get involved with football and table tennis, and there's just so much for the kids to do and to interact. So Club Med is a French company, so it's mainly French. Actually, we've met quite a lot of English people. There's some Italians, there's some Germans, there's some Russians. There is Tolga himself. and the sailing centre here. And then I'm literally dripping with sweat. And then the volleyball courts behind me there. All the life jackets, the windsurfing. You can literally do everything here. So much fun, so great. And then up here is a David with the inflatables and the wake surfing and they've even got a car. I don't know if I can show you. Yeah, I can show you. Hang on a sec. Hopefully you can hear me and it's not too windy as well. There is a car there, which is quite cool. We haven't taken out the car, but it looks pretty awesome. And they've got jet skis and all the things. And then there's the big hotel boat there, and that takes you out snorkeling and exploring the coastline a little bit, which is really, really fun. We have done that en famille, which has been really lovely. Anyway, I am going to plug myself in, listen to a little bit more of my audiobook and chill out for a bit before lunch. So it's our last night here. We're just walking in for our final dinner. Lovely sign there, and tonight is a colourful night. I nearly tripped over the bed. So I was wearing his Hawaiian shirt, aren't you, darling? So you're wearing your Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
Size Hawaiian shirt is older, not again.
No.
It's older than our relationship. He's had it pre me, so it's stood the test of time really well. I'm wearing this beautiful dress from.
Almost older than you.
It probably is older than me. Love Millie Pink. Gorgeous dress, and it's just really, really lovely. Our table is through in here. In fact, we mustn't dawdle too much, we're going to miss them. But they do 2 gala evenings, so they do the white night, and then they do this this night. I'm going to quickly turn around and show you. There are people giving me very strange side eyes. What on earth is she doing? But they lay all these tables out here on the lawn, and I think our table is up here, so I can follow the family. But I hope that you have enjoyed a snippet into our holiday here in Turkey with Club Med at Palmiye. We have had a really, really great time. So special spending time with the family, and it's been a great week. So I hope that you have enjoyed coming along, and I will see you soon. Normal content will be resuming very, very soon. Thank you for tuning in, and lots of love.
Donc on remercie une équipe qui est dans l'ombre aussi parce qu'ils s'occupent de nous tous les jours également. I would like to say thank you to the special team. Je parle de tout notre personnel local, mesdames et messieurs, all our local staff. Je parle des femmes de chambre, le personnel des communs, la maintenance, les jardiniers, the gardeners, maintenance, housekeeping team, toute cette équipe qui nous accueille dans ce magnifique pays. Thank you very much. Alors on va faire du bruit ensemble. We're gonna make a lot of noise for Turkey. Faites du bruit pour la Turquie, s'il vous plaît. Let's go!